Hi, fellow traders. What's happening? I hope you guys had a great day today. And it was a little crazy today in the market. This morning was pretty good, but this afternoon had me a little shook. But we'll take a look at that here in a minute. But I want to share this post I had in the room today. Your success may be delayed, but it's not denied. You know, we live in this instant world right now where we want things like yesterday. We feel like we're at the point now, technology is where it is, and we should be able to reach our goals and achieve things a lot faster and a lot more efficient. Social media has crept in and caused a little bit of that. But, we've got to understand just because things aren't getting to where we want it to be as fast as we want it to be, doesn't mean it's not meant for us. There's a reason why we go through what we go through. And it's different for everybody. Some people need more than others, and I really believe that if I had achieved immediate success, I wouldn't be sitting right here talking to you. I'd probably be flipping burgers somewhere, driving Uber or whatever, trying to make ends meet because um, I wouldn't have gone through the trials and tribulations, the things that shaped me, that's allowed me to sustain through a lot of what I've had to go through. And you guys have to understand everything that you go through is designed to strengthen you. It's to teach you lessons. It's to help you grow so that you could be in this for the rest of your life. Just you want to sit back. I know patience can be tiring. It can just wear you completely out. But you want to sit back sometimes and just look at how far you've come. Don't look at how far you have to go, but just look at how far you've come. And I know it's tough. I went through it. I had to go I had to teach 2.5 years longer than my original plan because things just didn't happen the way I wanted it to happen. But just know, if you stay the course, if you have a good plan, if you have a good strategy, you just have to work your way through it. Now I have the perseverance. I've developed the patience, and I can, withstand trouble because I know trouble won't last always. So just know your success may not be delayed. I mean, it may be delayed, but it's not denied. Delaying does not mean it's denied. All right. So I shared that with the guys in chat this morning. I wanted to kind of share that with you today. So the market today kind of threw me for a little loop. Um, I thought we may be going back to test the 50 today, and the way the market looked when it opened up this morning, you can see we were we were green, and I was thinking we were going to hold this and potentially pull back, or if we pull back, we would pull back to the 200 at the open and then recover and try to make it up to the um the 50, but didn't happen. We pulled back here, and I'm thinking, this is just a bear trap. I've seen this before. And after lunch, this thing is going to recover and push back up, and that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. And then it just rolled over. And so it really surprised me, but mentally I wasn't ready to trade at that point. I pretty much checked out because I just didn't expect this to happen. Not that it did give me some trading opportunities. There probably was. I just kind of somewhat checked out. I had made my morning. I was really happy with it, and I just sat out the rest of the day. But it's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen tomorrow. We didn't test. We didn't take out Monday's lows. Okay, Monday's lows we did not take out yet. If we do take out Monday's lows, and that might happen here after market. I'm pretty sure it can happen after market, and we can test and take out Monday's lows. We could come all the way down and test 100, and I think that's where we're going next. But it can definitely do this after market. So it'll be good to keep your eye on the SPY, especially to see where it's going, because this trades 24/7, and I'm always looking at it at different points during the night just to see where it's at. But I'm gonna keep an eye on this late this evening to see if we test this 100. But tomorrow's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting day, I believe. Um, this was a crazy one. I took a snapshot of this chart because this thing was just insane. It's not something I trade, not something I chase, but just watching it, I just watched it in awe. I almost bought here after this halt, after the halt and the big gap down. I almost bought here looking for the gap recovery, but I was like, throw a couple thousand shares at this and pick up 5 points, 7 points, and you'll be sitting pretty. But I'm glad I came to my senses before I did that. But just a wild move. I mean, you just don't see these types of moves. This thing opened. What did it open this morning at? Like $5 or something. It's just crazy. But here was my trade for the day. This was my morning. Here was a 5-minute opening range high. But we had a pre-market level sitting right here. So I didn't want to buy into that. I wanted to buy over it. Sometimes we get stuffed at the pre-market high, and this thing comes back in, and this one was recovering, bouncing from yesterday. This, it took a hit yesterday because uh, I forgot the company starts with the E. They had their own exercise bicycle out. It's a cheaper version of the Peloton one, and they announced that they had a partnership with Amazon. Well, late yesterday, Amazon came out and said that's BS. We're not partnering with them. Um, I guess they did that, for their own gain. So this company might be in a little bit of trouble for doing that. But, Amazon has a history of stealing people's designs and coming up with their own cheaper house version or whatever. And people kind of connected the dots thinking that that was the case, but it wasn't. So we're looking for Peloton to recover today, and it did. Really decent move up. It didn't get the move that I anticipated, but it did get to 100. So I figured it would at least get there. Um, so I took the opening range break here. First target up here through 97.50. I got it at what 97.80, and the next target I got was 98.50. So picked up a couple extra cents on that. 98.65 is where I got it. Um, the last one was 99.50. So I did cover some up here, and I was looking for the move through 100, but we pulled back. Now after this, we pulled back. So we put in this channel. So what I did was, as we were moving up, I just started drawing the channels. Here was the first high. we pulled back, made a low. So this was the first channel it put in. When we got up here, we made another high, pulled back, put in another channel. So this allowed me, after the pullback, I still had 25 shares left. I was never all the way out, but I added here. My whole idea was to add on this channel break. I did. We made it up through 100, so I got some at 139. I did have my order out at 100, but I canceled it because it looked like it wasn't going to go, and I was going to, take some off manually. But it blew through 100 and was able to get $100.39 on this move. And I think this candle went up to $100.44. So I missed the top of this by like 5 cents. I mean, I wasn't trying to get the top. It just so happens that that's what it was. And then we, in my fashion, it pulled all the way back, stopped me out at break even, and this stock pretty much unwound. We tried to recover here off the 50, but I was looking for a, bounce here, and I was looking to take it in between this channel because we had enough room. But we never closed above it, so we never got any type of confirmation in a hold of the top of this channel. And you can see we rejected it. The same level here that we worked at, we rejected it here, and this thing came all the way back, took out the lows, and went red on the day. So, we did go back red. It since bounced, but the market took a hit, and these stocks did too. But this had its own catalyst, so I was expecting a little bit more, and we did get it early, but then it just kind of fell in line with the market, so to speak. So, not a bad day. 626.60. I'll take it. Take it to the house. We'll add it to our total this week. I need a strong week after the week we had last week, so I'll take it. Swing trades. Let me see if I can pull this up here. We did. Well, it's easier for me to use FinViz because those are the charts that I use to come on. Those are the charts that I use to look at, and FinViz is the scan I use for my swings. So we'll look at it here. So Z, this is one that we're already in. It hit 100 today, so I did get some profit at 100. My stop on the last piece of Z is going to be 95. I'm going to have the charts and we'll recap the swings tomorrow. So I didn't want to add that today and just add a whole bunch of stuff. So Z, ZEN, this is the one we picked up yesterday. It did not pull back far enough to take me out. We're still above yesterday's low. We actually did make a higher high. So we're still in play. Um, we're still in play. I don't watch these during the day. I had 3 people text me or send me messages saying that they took it off. Um, for whatever reason, but they took it off. This one didn't give me a sign. The one that gave me a sign was, let's see, is it NKTA or what's that doggone? I can't even remember now. My brain is so bad. I can't even remember. It is NVTA. NVTA. And this is the one that I killed. You could see this one. This one got wrecked. This is a 52-week high. If we didn't have a push, and this just got wrecked today. So when I looked at it, um, it just looked done to me. Now it's still on support. There's still support in through here. If you look at in through here, there's still support, and it's sitting on it. If it holds tomorrow, and the market looks good, I can get back in this at an even better price. So I took this off at break even um, earlier, and I could easily get back in at a better price and look at catching this move up. I really believe this can make it to 50. That's my goal on this. I think we can get to 50. Probably could get farther than that, but I'm just looking for 50, and this will allow me to get in the size that I wanted to get in. I wasn't in the size that I wanted to be on this. Um, and then CRWD, this one took a hit today. We got up to like 143.70. I'm looking for 150 out of this first, and then to take out the high up here. But this isn't wrecked either. This is just this could be a rest day, and we start ripping again. So swing trades, you gotta use the daily chart. You don't want to look at it on the intraday chart. It will cause you to take these trades off prematurely. So you want to look at the daily chart, assess it from the daily chart, and make your decision from there. But we'll talk more about these tomorrow. We'll bring up the charts and we'll see where we're at on all of that. So Thursday's usually going to be my swing trade recap day. At least that's kind of where I have it set. But you guys that in the community, I sent you guys a simple, easy, detailed email on how to sign up for the private Twitter feed for our swing trades. For you, so you can get the swing trade alerts and announcements and all of that. I've got 13 people that sent the request on Twitter, but I don't have the email with your information. So if we can't verify it, we can't give you access. So you have to go back and follow that email. It's only 3 steps. 3 steps. You request it on Twitter on the private feed. I give you the link, and then you send me the email with the information. All right, and then you'll be good to go. It's actually 2 steps, but um, that's all you need to do. All right. So that's going to wrap it up for me today. If you guys have any questions, make sure you email me, ed@averagejoetrader.com, and I will catch you guys in the morning.